Today is a day of many miles. I have to drive to Billings for a meeting, and then I'll drive over to Miles City for another meeting, and then I'll finally drive home. But before I leave, I need to get a couple of miles in running. All that sitting is not going to be good for me, but hang on. All right, it's time to hit the road. Picked up everything I need. It's about 9:45, and we're off to Billings. Ran out of cell service, so I figured I'd just talk a little bit. Driving these long distances, people think that it's easy driving, but in Montana, nature keeps you honest. You have to always be in what I call active driving mode. Right now the wind is blowing almost directly from the north at a pretty good pace. So the steering wheel's turned towards the north a little bit to compensate for that. But every time I go in and out of one of these cuts, the wind stops. So I'm constantly having to adjust. And then of course you have the wildlife and the random cow every so often that gets out. Keeps you on your toes while you're driving. You can't fall asleep. I will be honest with you though, I have to set the cruise control or I will end up speeding. If I didn't have the cruise control set, I would easily start creeping up and be somewhere north of 90 before long. Like a moron! Our biggest dangers in Montana for driving: drunk driving and stupid driving. So I expect to see this car pass here in just any second, because this truck is running 67 miles an hour instead of 70. I think this is a pretty spot for a time lapse. Meeting 1 is done. Off to Miles City. Meeting number 2 done. It's 8:30. Start my drive home. Just drove about 80 miles, almost to Jordan now, and I haven't seen another vehicle. I love it out here. This is a memory that sticks in my head from when I came to Canada. We got a ride with a church member from Miles. They were a church member in Jordan, but she picked us up in Miles City and drove us up to Jordan. And it was after a long day of traveling, and so this drive felt like it lasted forever. But as we started to get close to Jordan, all of a sudden Jordan appears. There it is. Almost home. 229 miles. That is from the time I left Billings until I arrived home. So you add the other 174 and you get a total, and that's the mileage I put on today.